Welcome to the Bella Frankenstein project, guys. My name is Chris, and in today's video we are going to go ahead and swap out the damaged driver's side door panel on my 5th gen Altima. It's just ugly, and it's something that I should have done days ago, and I've just been putting it off. It's been really hot here, plus I've been busy with work. I actually just got home from work maybe 30 minutes ago, and I decided that today's the day that we're going to go ahead and swap this thing out. But first, we're going to go ahead and give ourselves some working room. So now that we've given ourselves enough working room here, the first thing we're going to do is get the entire panel removed. I'm going to be starting out by removing this plastic trim here first. And then we're going to be removing the window control switches here. And then we'll also remove the rear view mirror adjustment switch here as well. Oh, and we also got to remove the release lever mechanism from the panel also. So for this job, you're going to want to have yourself a good set of plastic trim removal tools. This is something that I picked up from Harbor Freight a few months ago. It has an assortment of applying tools. I think we're going to go ahead and use this one or this one. We'll probably use this one just to be safe. I don't know if you guys can make it out in the video, but there's a divot right here. That little slit, there's a little indentation there. That's where you want to put your tool and pry that guy out. Come on. There you go. And preferably not drop it under your car like I just did mine. There it is. And then from there, you should then be able to see and remove this screw. I believe this one is the only one that's silver. The other two are black. So that way you know exactly where they go back. And this is shorter of the three. There's also one hiding right here. There's also going to be another 10 mil hiding right down here. You guys can see I have it partially backed out right now. But you want to make sure you get that too. Otherwise you can't get the door card. Now, here comes the easy / hard part. So from here, you'll now be able to pry around the bottom of the door card or door panel, and then you're going to slide it up and away from the door. So I like to start in the front. You can start in the back, wherever you feel comfortable. Just don't, you know, go caveman on this, especially if you got to put it back. I'm replacing mine, so no harm, no foul. There's not much damage I can do to it at this point. So you just lift up and pull that away. Now, before you can walk away with everything, there's going to be a couple of screws that you got to remove. So we're going to remove this one, this one, this one, and I believe that one too. Oh, and there's one hiding back here. We're going to remove all of those, and then this mechanism should come free of the door card. Now, because I'm replacing the entire thing, and I need to swap over rear view mirror controls, I'm going to be removing these fasteners too, and then ultimately the control. And then I'll show you guys how to get that off too. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and remove those screws that I just pointed out to you guys. And like I always like to tell my wife, in a situation like this, you got to go slow to go fast. Don't go speeding through this and possibly ruining things. Take your time and go slow. It'll come out a lot faster that way, because you won't make so many mistakes and have to go back and correct things. Just take your time. There's also going to be a few tabs on the back side of the release lever that you'll have to press to get the mechanism released from the door card or door panel. But once you identify those things, it'll come right off, like so. Now we're gonna go ahead and unplug the rear view mirror adjuster. Oh, and because my car has the courtesy light, so I'll get that unplugged now. Well, it didn't come with it, but the wiring is there. This is a base model, 5th gen, but I have the wires, so I'm gonna have to disconnect mine. So at the bottom here, this light should just pull out and away. I actually need to replace mine. They still illuminate, but the emblem that's there, it no longer showcases itself because it's worn out. But this is what the courtesy light would look like. This is a projector that I installed years ago. I need to get a replacement for this, but I have them both in the front doors. Since I'm gonna be swapping over this portion of the handle, I think what I'm gonna do is just unscrew it. So on the back side of this is this screw, that screw, and this screw right here, and then these 3 up here, and I think this one. But once I get that off, oh, and this one too. So basically all these screws that you see here. Once I get those screws off, the mirror adjustment switch and the door handle itself should come off. So let me go ahead and do that now. One thing I have to do before I can introduce the replacement panel to the car, I have to clean it off, and I have to get its handle off, its original handle, and replace it with this one. Alright guys, so I had to stop recording briefly there because my camera was overheating. So here's the replacement door panel. I got it all nicely cleaned. On the original door, I wanted to show you guys how to get the door handle and bezel here removed. So on the back side of the door panel, you have these dongles or tabs. So you have one here, push down on that, and then there's another one here, push down on that, and the entire thing removes from the door panel. So that way we can swap things over. This entire bezel along with our switch. So for this, again, since I removed all the screws already, on the back side, you're gonna have this round tab right here. This round piece, it has 2 tabs here. You're gonna squeeze and push, and then the handle comes away from the door. That's the interior side of the handle, and then we still have the exterior side that we'll put on. That'll be the last thing that we put on the door panel. So that's pressed in, and then we'll put this guy in. Line that up. All right, everyone's in their happy place. We're gonna go ahead and get some fasteners in here, and then I'll bring you guys back when it's time to put it back onto the car, essentially. So once we've gotten everything aligned, went ahead and put all of our fasteners back in, as you can see. So now from here, we just got to get this reinstalled on the door. And from there, we put our 3 fasteners back in, put our handle on, and we're done. Nice. I'm gonna try and do this as fast as possible because I've been having to intermittently take my camera in the house and let it cool off under the AC because it keeps overheating. So let's try and do this super fast. We got to get the release mechanism for the interior of the door reattached, and we also got to get our rear view mirror control switch plugged back in. So we'll do that first. We're just gonna plug that in since it's easy to access. That's plugged in. And then we'll get our release mechanism attached here. Gotta get that lined up. Now that I have the camera where you guys can see everything. So that fastener goes right here at the bottom, one right here in the back. And then there's gonna be one here and one here. And then finally one more screw for the door handle here at the top. Yeah, we're essentially on the back stretch now. We're gonna make sure that our wire for our courtesy light is routed in the correct place. Shove that in the bottom there. We also want to make sure that we can grab the control wires for the power door locks. I'm going to put the door panel up on the door. Yep, you just put it up, slide it down into place, like so. It's also another reason why you want to have the window open. You can do it with the window closed, but it's a lot easier with the window open. Because again, you want to work with the car, not against it. Work smart, not hard. Yeah, so far so good. Final screw goes here in front, just forward of the mirror control switches. Bam. So that's in. Then we want to go ahead and get our window switches reattached. epoxy light back in. So what do you guys think? Does that look good or what? I think so. Once again, my name is Chris, and this has been the Bella Frankenstein Project. If you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, go ahead and click the like button. And while you're at it, don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.